We first met when I was working at Pier 1 Imports and Eric came in to buy some plates. My boss is always trying to set me up with customers, so she's like, go ring him up, he's really cute. So I went up to the cash register and I rang him up and I was wrapping up all of his dishes and we talked a little, flirted a little.
She was wrapping each bowl, each plate, and as her and I are chatting, I'm taking note of how meticulous and careful and how much effort she put into just wrapping these silly little dishes that I bought on sale. It impressed me. Something as simple as that impressed me.
20 minutes later, the phone rang in the store and I just happened to answer it. And it was him calling back, asking for me.
And I finally worked up enough courage to call the store. And I asked for Cynthia, and she says, "This is her." And I said, "Well, hi, you may not remember me. I'm the idiot who came in and bought dishes from you about 20 minutes ago. Anyway, this idiot would like to maybe ask you out tonight, if you'd like to maybe go to a concert." She kind of laughed, and it was cute. She declined because she wasn't interested in going to the reggae concert, but she volunteered to maybe meet up for a bite and a drink after she got off her shift.
We ended up going to dinner once I got off work, and we just spent every day together since. He took me back to Kansas, where he's from, to see his family for Halloween, and we had only been dating maybe 4 or 5 months at that point. He had already asked me to go fly back to Kansas with him. I was like, oh, okay. But I got to see how he was around them, and I knew what kind of person he was at that point and what kind of a person his family thought he was, and I was like, yeah, okay. So it was only about 6 months in, but I knew. I got home from class one day and I put my school books down and he said, "Pack a bag, whatever you need for an overnight trip, we're leaving." And I said, "Well, where are we going?" He's like, "I can't tell you that." I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "But I have work tomorrow." He's like, "No, you don't, I took care of it." So I was like, okay. I mean, really random, but all right. He ended up driving us out to San Diego. He had season passes to the zoo, and he knows I love penguins, and they have penguins at the San Diego Zoo. So we went and we walked around the zoo, and we had a great time looking at all the animals, and we finally get over to my penguins, and he's trying to distract me by pointing out the cute penguins waddling around, and I just said, "You know, penguins are my favorite." And he's like, "Oh really? Why?" And I just said, "You know, they're really loyal animals. They mate for life. I mean, that's their partner. They're there forever." And he's like, "Oh, I didn't know that. Is that one over there a couple?" I just turned to look my head, and then I was like, "I don't see two penguins over there together." And I look back, and he's down on one knee, and I was just like in shock. I couldn't say anything, and he said, "You know, I love you with all of my heart, and I will do so until the day that I die. Will you be my wife?" Well, I kind of just shook my head because I just couldn't get any words out. I was crying.
Every love story is great, but this one's ours, and it's my favorite. And I kind of subscribe to that. I hated that I was gonna ask her to marry me at some point, but I didn't know when. I didn't really know how. That's something I've been thinking about. You know, I just felt it on my shoulders. It was it was something I never really felt before, and I haven't felt it since. But I felt the gravity of the decision that I was about to make, and I felt I was being prompted to get it done, not to let another day go by before asking the question.
he's just so focused on future plans. He never really does anything without thinking it through first. That means a lot, that he just doesn't give you an answer to make you happy. He thinks things out, he plans ahead of time. He's so generous and giving. He gives with everything that he has. You know that when he tells you something, he means it. He's so sweet. He's just the sweetest person. He cares for people, especially the elderly. When my grandpa was around, he was always the first to say hello to him and sit next to him and talk to him. And just now, not any kind of person would do that. And definitely not someone that is just in it for the short term. He just always seems so steady and grounded and reliable. You make me feel like $1,000,000, like I can have anything I want, but at the same time you remind me that I shouldn't have everything that I want if I didn't earn it, if I didn't work for it, and to really appreciate what we do have. You just remind me of everything that's important, and just make me feel really appreciative of myself. I love you so much. This is our wedding day, and I'm just so happy to be seeing you today and starting the rest of our lives together.